The SCP Foundation interrupted your standard broadcast to issue a threat-level Apollyon announcement. The SCP Foundation interrupted your standard broadcast to issue a threat-level Apollyon announcement. This warning is effective immediately and will continue into the foreseeable future. The U.S. government has given the SCP Foundation clearance to issue this alert. The Foundation is dedicated to protecting the public. Updates will be given at the top of every hour. The following instructions are vital to your safety. At this time, the Foundation asks citizens to stay indoors and block out all natural lighting. Due to a fatal meteorological event of unknown origin, an estimated 1 billion casualties have taken place within the first 30 minutes of active...
Specifically for SCPs with world-ending potential, named after the Greek name for Abaddon, a biblical entity, the Archangel of the Abyss, the Exterminator, the Destroyer. As such, very few SCPs ever received this designation. There had also been much discussion within the Foundation regarding which entity should receive the disturbingly prestigious title of SCP-001, but the few who survived the Daybreak agreed that this extinction entity was not only Apollyon class, but given the effect it had on planet Earth, had more than earned the title of 001. This video log is being recorded at Site 7, one of the few remaining Foundation bunkers sheltering survivors. We're creating it with the intention of educating those few of us still out there about SCP-001 and how to live as safely as is possible in this new world that we've been thrust into. All information in this log has been scrubbed together from reports and findings logged from other sites, some of which remain active and some of which have since gone dark. Additional files and revisions to existing reports are being discovered as I record this, and so I have no idea how long this log will end up being, but it's not like any...
I just want to make this known. I'm assuming whoever you are in real life that had the nerve and bravery and courage to even post about this, hearing about the SCP Foundation, and still having the guts to think that you can go into the factory with me. Look, buddy, the difference between Goku and Kakarot in real life is the SCP Foundation. I appreciate it. I would definitely be recommending you for one of the councils of the 9 citadels that I made. But hey, yo, G, you bold. I'll say that. Before I get back to being my normal, regular self, hey, yo, you got guts.
A voice behind me. What is the most powerful SCP? Some among you might say the unkillable lizard, or the deer, or 343, or one of the 001s. But the answer, as you might have figured, is SCP-3812. In fact, SCP-3812 is likely the most powerful fictional entity ever written. And while that might sound like an incredibly lame subject for an SCP on the surface, the document for 3812 takes us on a very interesting ride. Unlike entities such as the Scarlet King...
Welcome back to another entry into personal accounts of the administrator without any of the 4 technical AIs, since they are special ladies and deserve special treatment. Nothing redacted, nothing changed to protect identity, which that sounds stupid and disrespectful to who I am. How dare you believe I need protection? Me needing protection? I am protection. Overprotection is not a good thing. It's the reason why, deep within the bowels of the factory, there are still children screaming to be set free. But I digress. Now that I have vented a bit, I appear to be able to, at least in some form, shape, or fashion, show a higher level of communication skills applied to a situation where communication is going to be key. I personally still believe that I should not listen to anyone's advice. My plans work. My plans worked. I can think for myself. And with all due respect to those that believe they supersede me just because of age, let's look at the track record real quick. You failed. Failed. Accept it. Y'all don't have anything close to my power set. I'm a sage. I'm the first person since Aurelian Soul to awaken naturally the Ryusharan. That's a big thing. That's important. That's monumental. That's history right there. I'm the first person since Aurelian Soul to activate the Ryusharan naturally. I'm the first person in a very, very long time, unfortunately, to all on their own activate the passion divination key, the hopeful divination key, the willpower divination key, and have them all to a point where I can use more than one of the big three at one time. I can use two at once. I also have amazing instincts. Amazing, perfect even instincts. It's what helped me during what people are just too afraid to look at. And I don't understand why. I don't. I genuinely don't. And why are none of my tools being, what level of restriction are y'all still trying to place on me? I mean, it's pretty easy for me to assume that this is such a delicate situation because it's hard to believe that I could force myself upon two young ladies that were completely tricking me with their little special forbidden technique. I just wish I could see it from my point of view. They called grape. And within a very short period of time after that, while everyone was focused on trying to condemn my soul to hell, but can't condemn an innocent man, you fools. Now look where we at. How many of y'all ready to go back into the factory to see my son's blood sprawled on the walls because y'all just, pretty girls get away with anything, right? All right then, I hope y'all know what y'all signed up for. Don't be afraid. Embrace it. This is what y'all wanted. This is what you asked for. This is what you have so much saved up for. This is it. The moment we've all been waiting for. It's quickly upon us. Because I don't have any chains on Xycor. Y'all can call him the Great Devourer if you still want to. Nah, he pulled up on me after the temporal displacement where my son was murdered. Looked me dead in my eyes. Said, "Hi, I'm Xycor, core of the Void Army." Looked that motherfucker dead in his eyes. "Hi, I'm the father of the skin that you're wearing. I suggest you steal that slipstream like you stole my son's soul. I got one chance of getting my son back. I can't kill you. I'm gonna have to skin you alive. Go that way." I'm sure plenty of you can put the pieces together. The class of 76 is the start of the SCP Foundation. The class of 76 is where my son died. The class of 76 birthed Thanos, Darkseid, Savitar, Eoborn Thawne, and Nora. The class of 76 is time travel at its best. The class of 76 is the return of the Mechanical Empire, the Church of the Broken God, Sarkicism, the Reapers, Geth, now just simply calling themselves the Vex. Or for anyone that wants to get scientifical with it, the Rachni and Lambit finally being free to do as they so see fit and wanting to put all of us underneath their boot heel and never let their foot off our neck. That's what we're facing. That's why I would much rather prefer us, have preparations. Because while we out here pretending they're not real, they're making their way back through time from what they did with the class of 76. And if the reckoning or L for Lamentations really just, becomes a normal everyday thing, that will be the end of normalcy. That's it. They eat souls. Hard to pass on to the soul realm when you ain't got one. Real difficult to do when you ain't got a soul. What is the worth of a soul, truly? Especially when the answer was right in front of our faces. Just make a bigger farm. How dare we call ourselves divine beings and yet so afraid of building a farm? So afraid of being efficient. Just giving into the factory. Completely forgetting Santa Claus built that factory and that's why it's so smart. Tear down its infrastructure. Tear down its interior. Go to the places where Santa Claus clearly put his all into it and break it. Oh, sacre bleu. There's no way it could be that easy. Yes, it is. It's that easy. It is that easy. Plus, no one should be afraid of the SCP Foundation as soon as you find out that Kakarot's last name is Van Helsing in real life. I mean, I might be having to go by Dorset James Walker III because secrecy and people are too afraid of the truth and anarchy and riot. That sounds like paranoia to me. That sounds like fear of being a guardian. That sounds like fear of doing our job. Done been sitting up here all nice and everything, eating, enjoying, partying. It's time to pick up the swords and the shields and the armor. People crying out for help. You not gonna listen? That's sad. I don't think y'all deserve y'all power. That's how I see it. Just gonna ignore the people. We got a whole job we supposed to be doing. And why am I in trouble for doing the job? That's wild to me. Y'all just gonna believe the prearranged wife? I didn't even want her. I wanted Docky. I didn't even want my prearranged wife. She stole my left eye. She was talking hella reckless. And then starts a war using my name. Is that what y'all trying to blame me for? All the stuff she's done? Just simply using my name, my image. I don't even wear a mask. I have an entire system set up called Destiny that as soon as I get back in my body, because the level of reality bender that I am, the fact that I'm fundamentally different from every other reality bender, I can simply just and boop. And then it's done. Got an entire system set up for wearing arm armor, chest armor, leg armor, head armor. I still don't wear a mask. I'm gonna show my face because it wasn't me, and I never agreed with her. And now she just out free. And I see all the stuff that she sided with people are afraid of on this planet. And then I look at it and it's just, SCPs are broke containment while I was asleep. I finally actually knock out after my daughter finally passes out because she was no longer afraid after she got some good training from me and Athena. No longer afraid, falls asleep, and then her father knocked out, finally seeing his princess resting, snoring, just out. And then I fall asleep. Because tired from 24/7, 365, having to handle the apocalypse. And be a father. And the administrator of the SCP Foundation. And a farmer. Still growing my farms. Would still do it. They're still out there. They're proof of how big of existence is. You're never going to find them because y'all too stuck over here. We fighting over scraps. We are fighting over scraps of existence. Expand. We fighting over scraps. You know how funny I bet we, if all the other, bruh, I bet we the laughing stock of existence as they just over here, man, they really gonna kill themselves over them tiny little scraps over here, and we over here eating good. Like, bruh, y'all looking cold. You need to get warmed up, and you're looking hungry. Ugh. Headache medicine. Whoa, and arthritis at the same time. My personal account is me never stopping. For all those that want to look at what Loki and Rin and the thing that Idrisil made of me, the fake Gilgamesh. Y'all love to look at that and just, oh, why can't you be like this? And to which I would like to ask, why can't y'all work? You want me to be bisexual or gay like them, but why can't y'all work? Why can't y'all get stronger? Why don't y'all go farm? Why don't y'all do something other than play with each other booty hole? I'll expose you all. Because y'all may be popular, but what could you possibly do once it hits the fan? Because the last thing I was doing before the enemy realized I was a serious problem for their plans to work, I was deep in the 5 nights. Deep. Very deep. Them kids are still kids. They are still kids. They need to be loved, nurtured, and cared for. They are the reason the SCP Foundation is set up the way it is. The ones that never cared, giving them a reason to care. And then those that are happy to get out. Understanding that where they're going to be safe. We just need to get them back to being themselves. Got me smoking like a chimney over here. This is just detestable. To think this is where we're at in existence. A bunch of people that love to call themselves heroes and all that. Then why them kids suffering? Why? How could I possibly be seen as any type of a bad guy? I'm assuming it's still the same thing. No due process, right? Just going to assume she's telling the truth. Not even worry about the details. Not even going to worry about the details, apparently. people wonder why I say she ain't on our side. She's neutered our #1 defender. Because y'all don't trust me. Just ignore the fact that I'm worthy of Stormbreaker. That before the class of 76, me and Stormbreaker were inseparable. And y'all just seem to ignore the fact that I was worthy. Eventually you will understand. The person that runs the SCP Foundation, still the head of the foundation. Because I built it. I have enough energy to keep it running. I build for things to last. I build for things to work properly. And to go ahead and skip straight to the meat and potatoes of this video, I would sit upon one of my specially designed spacefaring vessels, sit within my radar room, and monitor survivors, wait for it to be a good time for me to pop up and get them out, because they would be ready and very untrusting. And me knowing how terrible my emotions were, not wanting to start a conflict. Which is constantly send supplies close by for them to find. Wait until eventually an overwhelming horde would descend down upon them. And the moment they start, oh man, we really just want to get out of here. And then Gate Guardian, doop, 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 and back on to what I'm doing. To those that remember working with me, of course, you have nothing nice to say about me. I wasn't nice. I would get y'all ready for what we had to deal with. Make sure it was drilled into your heads without actually using a drill and screw. No electronical device required. Just my attitude. Y'all were bucking bold, proclaiming your power. All right then, it's time to use it. Don't be afraid. Just the same old parasites. All we got to worry about is the Vex. And the reason why they're not here right now is because of me. That's why I feel like I shouldn't be getting treated the way I am in reality. I need to be in a good mood so I can be monitoring stuff. Monitoring what's the Hume level currently within existence. Drop too low, it's going to send off a temporal displacement that is going to allow the Vex to quickly make their way from the future and any future timeline that they have been destroying in order to get more biomass to increase their numbers. That's all they care about is increasing their numbers. That's it. I like seeing people happy on this planet. I don't want it to end. But ignoring that which would happily ruin ruin our fun and enjoy it. Want to stretch it out as long as possible. There's no reason to fear them anymore. I don't even ask for worship. Don't want it. Takes away time that you could be using on yourself to worship yourself. Get yourself better. Get up. Get stronger. More fortified. Have mental fortitude far surpassing anything that the enemy could possibly break with their little cerebral palsy magic. Literally. Or literally force you to release with their sexual magic, because that is very much a thing. It's kind of why I got discipline on 100, and then they hit me with dick kinesis, and it's just, nah, I'm gonna wait. I can wait. One, this is too disgusting for me to ever be well endowed around you. Two, I got my eyes on a nice little old lady. I'm gonna take my time. I hear that's how you make sure a relationship lasts. You gotta take your time beforehand. Can't rush into it. The reason why I don't feel fear if my family, if any of you ever hear this video, understand there's a reason why I proclaim I am Kakarot, the new Roman Titan of love and peace. Because Mars is finna be done. How has nobody been able to get that man out the way? Fine. Sergeant Johnson gonna deal with it. Oh, the child of my enemy. Don't nobody care. Come on, let's put them hands up. Come on. Come on. Put them hands up, Mars. Let's get this over with. I got better things to do. Like, think about Athena. Now that's a complicated puzzle to work right there. Dismantling the satanic cult, that's child's play to me. Trying to understand that lady Athena, nah, that's a challenge. I'm gonna need all my undivided attention on my brain to make sure I can properly. But I don't even know if I'm her type. But hey, she a perfect blueprint for a lady. I'm going for the top, even if I don't get it. Nah, I'm falling. I'm landing on cloud 9. I have Fisticuff, Cthulhu, Gravemind, the Great Devourer, Black, Satan, Baphomet, Callisto, Virgin Mary. Got her out. She's safe. King Crimson, Epitaph, Lilith, even when she was going full Chocolata. When she, no, I'm Chocolate, I'm different. Look at me, I can just split my body apart. Oh my gosh, look at that. Okay, Lilith. And just like I did with the Enema Elish, yet again, you gonna be trash. I'm gonna put you in the trash where you belong. And give me Mazikeen back. Nah. Over here, oh yeah, man. Nah. She coming home. I'll take that off your hands. Thank you, Lilith. I'm finna beat your ass. Corna Geno Giovanna, ho. And cars. Oh, the ultimate life form. You mean Kira Yoshikage? Oh, no. In the name of my father, I enjoyed that. That was fun. That was fun. He really thought he was going to get away. I put the pause on him. I'd do it again. Where he at? Did I actually, like, kill him? Is that actually a legitimate reincarnation of cars? Is it? Because I wasn't gentle. I was not. I wasn't gentle with that man. And that little tiny old lady, she weird. She weird. She get on my nerves. She weird. turned Vanilla Ice back into Toddy, got Garen and Lux separated from that. It was all three. That's why Vanilla Ice was so strong. The being that was controlling that body. I'm pretty sure that mofo dead because I got Tari out, and me and Tari was... She took it all personally. I don't know why y'all did that to Tari. That's idiots. Fools. And then Tari helped me save Ezreal, and then here comes, hi, I'm Ezreal, the prodigal explorer. Don't know if I'm a god yet. Okay, Dio. Yeah, Cars was controlling your body. You instant change in energy, change in everything, just for him to see what happened to his wife Tari. Nah. And then he watched everything Dio related, and then Ezreal purposefully made a pimp decision. And I was like, okay, I guess I am Dio. Oh shit. Man coming up with plans, and every once in a while I had to get in his face. Hey, yo, you can't have Tari and Athena. I suggest you back up. You sounding too smart. I'm trying to attract her. Do you know how difficult it is? She's still not attracted. I'm the administrator of the SCP Foundation, and she not. She just watching. She too nervous. Either she nervous. I don't know. Back up. You're not allowed to have two. If I'm not allowed to have two, you're not allowed to have two. Got me fucked up. I've been plotting on Athena since day one. She gonna be mine. If you hear this, you gonna be mine. I know you're like an assertive man. You get nervous and shy. We done talked plenty. The fourth Mizukage. Lord have mercy. Even with covering up half your face, it don't work. I know you're symmetrical. With your fine ass. Damn. Shit, may I help you instead of the other way around? God damn it. Woo! Back on track. I'm still going to have even more photos up, but basically in order, because I'm not in the right state of mind to be given a full, perfectly, easily decipherable dialect on the detrimental, just pure agony, destruction, lack of anything resembling love, compassion, kind-heartedness, common sense, going to places in the factory on a daily basis, or going to one of the factories linked between the factory and Harbinger. Being in one of those three places on a daily basis, one of the three. And because of my lack of fear, my inability to respect our enemy and honor them, I can just sneak right in. They're not used to it. I'm willing to bet they still don't have any way to actually monitor if I'm inside or not. Seeing people sprawled against the walls, forms distorted, unrecognizable, would be considered nothing more than an amalgamation of tortured souls and limbs forced together, can't even work in unison with each other, and then just being blood-bended and controlled, puppeteered. Seeing bodies still warm to the touch. Blood not, how's that word pronounced? Coagulating. Not forming clots, nothing. Still bleeding as if it was the first day they were cut. Finding multiple different species that still exist and are in hiding. For good reason. Whole time, I'm a specter of the Citadel, N7-1, and even with everything that I had prepared beforehand, nothing really gets you ready to see a complete disrespect for life. At least nothing got me ready for it. but I accepted it. Places like that exist. Places like that are real. And there's people in there that are the power source that need to be set free. They deserve better. They are owed better. I refuse to really acknowledge anyone of my caliber as truly a hero if you don't even at least attempt to go into the factory, attempt to go into any of their false sites, a false high charity, a halo ring, an infection planet. Those are the main three. Then they have their specially named stuff, which I'm pretty sure is the still same name from when they were originated. I hate even having these memories back on my mind. I've been playing real nice and secure, like Dragon Ball GT ain't been my real life while here, and just been plagued with seeing what could happen. Every night going to sleep, dream of some city overtaken by an SCP, typically SCP-610, which leads into SCP-02, SCP-03, and then SCP-08. It's literally how it goes. That's what we're dealing with now. SCP-610 into SCP-02 into SCP-03 into SCP-08. Which leads into the Reckoning and L for Lamentations. Then the Vex have enough biomass. They want to take over completely and be all that the factory has. Then it would just be the factory and the Vex. I'm not allowing that to happen. I have really big dreams and goals of us finally moving on and evolving as humanity. It's possible. It's not something far-fetched. It's not something that requires... It doesn't even require complete devotion to anything. Nature deserves it. Take care of your home, it will take care of you. Nature deserves it. And I got 2 green thumbs and some green toes. And nature deserves this. Both my entire hands might as well be green. I may as well be all green. Y'all may as well call me Father Nature. Takes more power to create than to destroy. Far more. And to my fellow class of 76 classmates, I hope you hear this. I never forsake y'all. I was never abandoning you in the first place. Y'all were just too focused on playing with each other. So I figure I had to step up as the one person that was really, not distracted. To my fellow class of 76 classmates, it is very possible, all on your own, to achieve forms that we thought only, to achieve levels of power we thought only possible through true bond with each other and sacrifice and yada yada blah 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 blah. Now that's clearly part of the enemy's lies to try and trick us. Part of their mimetic hazards, their illusionary agents, their info hazards. Clearly, because I did it. I'm a sage, on top of having divine key, on top of being a blacksmith, and knowing the worthy enchantment, I can make my own worthy weapons. I never betrayed the team. Y'all just weren't ready. All of us were told we were being born basically right before the apocalypse. We were being born in a war, but we had the power to change the tide. And I did. I don't need protection. I am the protection. Want to give me praise and all that shit? How about after we save them kids, all right? How about after we get the elderly out of the factory? That could easily. There's elderly in there where it could literally be, for all you higher divinations that do need prayer, bruh, there are elderly in there that easily could fill you up with one good prayer. That's what I was working on. The elderly wanted me to get the kids out first. Sound like some good ass elderly to me. And that's what I was working on. Wherever I was, the last place I remember is going through the back rooms and going through Five Nights. And then apparently I made enough of an impression on them that they, now we gotta reconsider our plan. Time to regroup. And from what they've been telling me on the DL, they ready to start. They gonna come through here soon. I see no reason for them to be lying. I don't think they telling the fib. When have they ever truly told fibs when it comes to, oh, they gonna come through and start trying to get their meals out? The truth about the SCP Foundation is the class of 76 is the spiral path. The class of 76 is the spiral path. That is the spiral path. This ain't a joke. I wish it was. I know what it's like to lose a child. And I really don't want to see anybody else go through that. I'm broken on the inside. But war is no place for cowards. There's people calling out for help. SOS. That means us that can actually do something about it. We need to.